Welcome in, everyone. How you guys doing? If you guys inside, hit that subscribe, like, share. Thank you for tuning in. All of you who have already subscribed really has helped me out. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and like and share the video because it really helps me out. But we ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get straight into this reaction. We got a few to do. Why Drake just got dissed by Pharrell. All right, let's go. I'm here for it. I got a few to go through, so
After
yeah.
over an entire year of dissing and taunting that has of course reached an all-time high during the peak of when Drake was going back and forth with diss tracks against Kendrick Lamar. Pharrell Williams has finally responded to Drake with a diss of his own in the most Pharrell way possible, and first off, the fact that Drake has reached a point where the guy who is considered to be one of the nicest people in the entire music industry is finally clapping back at him really shows just
And him going at Pharrell as well too. It's such a punk ass, bitch ass move. I don't give a fuck when no one says. How could anybody go up Pharrell? Bruh. What, because he played some music at a fashion week or fashion whatever in France, whatever. He played that clip song and you had beef with Pharrell. Like, bro, you can't bully Pharrell. But then it looks as if you're trying to bully Pharrell. Because Pharrell is so the opposite of anything to do with negativity, beef, violence, you name it. Pharrell is not known. Pharrell is like a spiritual motherfucker. And you gonna try and have beef with a spiritual guy? Like, come on, man. Man, you know something? I didn't even know he had beef with Pharrell until Kendrick said it. And then it hit me, you know, made sense with the clips and and I was like, nah, fam, you dumb. Like, you really got your head up your ass. Like, you need to come down a few pegs. Not even a few pegs. Somebody needs to throw you off the fucking ladder. You know what I'm saying? Because you Pharrell, come on. For real. Motherfucker.
how low Drake has sunk at this moment, but beyond just this, when we look at the way Pharrell has actually called Drake out, it isn't just wild to hear Pharrell alluding to the downfall Drake is going through right now as he adds his own perspective into this entire feud, but with the way he has pulled off getting a jab in at this moment in time in his career. It only makes this entire moment even more insane and
some haymakers right
just shows off how clever
Put
of
out
an
a
artist he is
BBL
on
Drizzy
every
kind
level.
of beat.
So when it comes to how Pharrell has dissed Drake, while everybody else involved in this beef has released aggressive diss tracks that make it clear that they are targeting Drake or whoever else they may be after, or other artists have just hopped on features and affiliated with people who are clearly against Drake to show that they echo the same sentiments. Pharrell hasn't done either of these things and instead has sent some words Drake's way through the release of his new single Double Life, which is not just any standalone release of his, but is a part of the soundtrack he is working on for none other than Despicable Me 4, which first off, the fact that Pharrell is dissing Drake on a soundtrack for a movie like this is just absolutely hilarious, and while some people are looking at this fact and thinking that this was not intentional on Pharrell's end because of it, when we look a little bit closer at where his career is at, we can see that this wasn't just intentional, but it was the only possible way to defend his name after being brought up in this recent beef over and over again and almost being used by Drake as a sort of prop to just add more fuel to everything and beyond just this feud alone. With Drake taunting Pharrell even before this on some massive songs like Travis Scott's Meltdown from Utopia, and even in the Jumbotron Poppin' video all the way back during the Her Loss era of Drake's career, where in the video, he showed himself flaunting some of Pharrell's most iconic chains. This response has been a long time in the making, but considering everything Pharrell has going on in his career right now, and as a result of this, the high standards and image he has to uphold.
Y'all let me know down in the comments, because I really wanted to know. That's what I'm saying. I'm in the UK. So I might be a bit behind on certain information. That's why you guys are there to help me out. How the fuck did Drake end up getting Pharrell's jewelry when he was flaunting some of his chains? Did Pharrell put them up to sale? Were they given to charity? Given to someone? I just don't see Pharrell selling his stuff for money. Like, Pharrell is more than financially stable. He is wealthy. I don't remember Pharrell going through any bankruptcy, any kind of. I mean, we're talking about fucking Pharrell here, like we knew about everybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? How much they were worth, how much they got. You knew this motherfucker had it, but you just didn't know. Cause Pharrell don't put his shit out there, but you know he is like. So y'all, let me know what happened there with that jewelry. How did that come into his possession? Did he go to the same jeweler and they made the same jewelry like a duplicate? I don't know. Holla at me. Let me know. Yeah, let's go.
When we look at what he just did by releasing a song like this, it was his only opportunity to get anything off against Drake without setting himself back, and if you don't know what I mean by this, all you have to do is look at how far Pharrell has gotten in recent years with everything he is doing at the moment, and while this is because he is a great artist who has so much to offer as a creative voice in just about any field that you put him in, it's also because this guy is almost never in any sort of controversy that can damage his name or the massive brands he is working on major projects. Now, whether this is his position at Louis Vuitton as creative director, which is a massive role and has even allowed for him to help other rappers like Tyler the Creator make an even bigger impact in lanes that they are passionate about beyond music, or it's his upcoming Lego movie Piece by Piece, which aside from looking spectacular with its incredible art style and cameos from Lego versions of Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, and many others, to be able to even get a biopic in the Lego format in the first place, which will probably end up also having sets with figures of him to go along with it. It's really a sentiment to the way that while still being his most authentic self in everything where he came from. Pharrell has kept such a...
Let me pause. Ain't forgetting where he came from. Unlike certain people, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Man, how could you be upset with Pharrell? Yeah, I don't understand. Man, like, y'all try and make me understand this shit. We know what happened, but how the fuck could you be upset with Pharrell? It's like... I'm trying to think of the equivalent of Pharrell for you to be upset with. Like how... There are just certain people where it's just kind of just... You know, like, if Pharrell had got into a fight, and we heard Pharrell fucked up somebody, or knocked somebody out, the fuck out. Even if we heard, just hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Pharrell was to have pulled out the... and decided to... on someone. You know, every fucking body's first reaction, the first thing that they would say, I don't know about y'all, I would be like, yo, bruh, what did that person do? Not like, oh no, Pharrell is wrong. How could you? No, my first thing would be, yo, bro, what did that person do? Because I'm sure he had to deserve it. Like, Pharrell did what? Yo, bro, what did he do, bro? He must have did something serious, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I don't even know the story, and I'm telling you, I'm sure he deserved it. I mean, we're talking about Pharrell. What the Yeah.
Strong, positive, and controversy-free image to the public, and of course right now, with him once again doing the music for one of the biggest animated film franchises out right now. From Louis Vuitton to Lego to Despicable Me, Pharrell Williams has amassed some of the craziest collaborations and roles that any musician can have, and as a result of having all this going on in his career, and having to uphold this strong image that pushes forward not just himself, but the entire music community as a whole, as he is always bringing others up with him and discovering and helping new creatives. Pharrell can't just engage in a rap beef, and especially one that has been so heated and personal due to the accusations that have came Drake's way like most other rappers could, so when you consider all this, and see how in this very moment in time, following what has become years of tension that has only gotten worse and worse, when we get to this new track, Double Life, and hear Pharrell's lyrics which read, "What are you hiding? What do you do when you're gone? Nothing wrong being private. Make sure it ain't wrong. Your life double-sided, two-faced like coins. What side do I get? What side are you on?" And later in the song he goes on to say, "So what have you done? Some of your dirt has come to light, speeding up that hill until the brakes come off, and someone saw you in a fight." It's pretty clear that with lyrics that are apparently mirroring everything Drake represents to mass audiences,
subliminals,
Pharrell knew what he was doing by releasing this song at this moment in time, and now building on those lyrics that seem to line.
Sorry, even if they are not, but if they are, he has every right to. Come on now. There's only so much you could poke the bear. You know what I'm saying? Can't poke the bear like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talking. You know what they say about sleeping giants or sleeping demons? You know what I mean? You need to leave them sleeping, bro. Don't wake them up. They were sleeping for a fucking reason. You know? And if y'all may not think like Pharrell is that kind of guy, Pharrell has a lot of people around him who will definitely step up. to make sure you ain't bringing no kind of beef or harm to him. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now, the entire situation of where Drake is at. Throughout the rest of this track, Pharrell emphasizes over and over again this idea that somebody is lying and that they have went down the wrong path and chose the wrong side. And when you consider everything that went down and see how Drake has been called out for being a liar and a fraud, and being accused of having this rotten side that we can't all see, and ultimately just coming to terms with the idea that his own impulsiveness and arrogance got him into the position he is in, where he didn't just turn what feels like the entire rap game against him, but would also cause him to underestimate his opponents and then get embarrassed like few other rappers ever have been before.
Yeah,
when you know that
true.
while
Yeah,
Pharrell has been seen as an artist so
before,
unproblematic that you can give him an entire Lego movie and have him work on one of the biggest family films of the year, and he will bring no damage or bad press to your brand whatsoever. But at the same time, understand that despite how successful this man is, he has never been afraid to be his most authentic self and still associate with artists who inspire him no matter the risk, whether it's been somebody who for years was seen as so problematic in Tyler the Creator, or an individual as polarizing as Kanye West, or even somebody whose entire reputation as an artist is built off some of the most dark and gritty things out there.
Right. I know we got the new generation here, and a lot of people don't know yet. But I'm letting y'all know, like a lot of people are a bit too young. There's a lot of you who are watching this who know what I'm talking about. Like, yo, guys, in the early 2000s, man, there were 3 producers that were just known. You know, you had the Timbalands. Oh, bless Missy as well, too. I mean, I forget Missy, you know what I'm saying? But Timbaland. Swiss Beats was big too, but hear me out. You had Timbaland, Pharrell, Dr. Dre. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Man, I remember the days, it was early days when Kanye used to go to these motherfuckers for beats. Come on, man. This is before Kanye blew up. Pharrell. Man, shit. They don't know, man. So I'm saying that you can't come in here and be going at goats. You know, these are people who are up on Mount Rushmore. And yes, I will say Pharrell had a style of music that not all songs I like, but over time I started to love all the Pharrell songs. The ones that I didn't listen to when I was younger, I listen to now and I'm like, yo, rah. Pharrell was on that grown man kind of flex. I was too young. Now I'm listening to some of them like, yo, this fucking bumps, you know, bro. Yeah. How the fuck I didn't really like this track? Fucking love it now. Yeah, he was on some grown man flex, man. Lets me know Pharrell was ahead of his time. Trust me. Let's go, man.
Pusha T, who he's only continued to work with and embrace further.
That's his fucking boy. That's his boy.
While it may seem ridiculous that Pharrell Williams is masking
boy
a song
for
that's marketing a movie about growing.
So I love Pharrell. Never let go Pusha T,
you can
bro.
see the fine line that he has walked throughout his entire career that's made him the go-to guy for so many big brands to team up with, yet the devotion to the authenticity that to this day has kept Pharrell cherished as not just an institution in the music world or one of the best producers, but most importantly, one of the most respected artists that any other musician, no matter what generation or genre they operate in, would love to work with. This recent track being Pharrell's genius way of finally responding to Drake, but doing it within a way that can't damage any of the accomplishments he has made and push back any of the barriers that he's moved forward.
Smart chess move, man. That's chess playing right here.
Pharrell Williams has once again shown us that he is a true genius who, even while navigating partnerships and collabs with some of the strictest brands that you can work with, can still find the most clever and effective ways to let somebody know who is not on his good side that despite their best efforts to drag him into this beef and diminish his own legacy, that they have failed. And this is why, for Pharrell's standards, you can't go against in the Pharrell. Exchange between him and Drake, this is without a doubt the best thing he could have done.
Man, so even if you were to, I can't even say even if you were to win the beef. Like, let's say you went at Pharrell and you know you came out with some heavy bars and the track was Flames, it would still be a fucking L. Even if Pharrell responded to it, which he would not, bare fact that you even sent it at Pharrell, it could be, man, it could be the track of the year. It's still an L because it's like, yo, bro, did you really just go diss a little kid? You're a grown man and you just went diss a little kid? Yeah, but the prophet. I know the track is hard though, but you just like, it. Not trying to say I shouldn't even use the kid, cause Pharrell ain't no kid to fucking Drake. You know what I'm saying? But the whole matchup is just wrong. You look like a bully. That's why I had the kid in mind. Cause you look like a bully. Right? It just culture vulture. Shit.
We have had go down related to this beef. Pharrell using the Minions to diss Drake was definitely not one I expected, but regardless, the fact that he was able to use this track as not just a way to promote Despicable Me 4, but also to let Drake know that his games are not going to work on him is genuinely great and just shows how ineffective anything Drake did against him was. And looking forward, this entire moment serves as a warning to Drake where Pharrell is telling him to not go any further with this ridiculous feud that he just can't seem to let go. So with all this said, let me know, what do you think of Pharrell's response?
Man,
do you
Pharrell
think
is
that
gangster,
Pharrell shut
man.
down Drake from continuing this beef
OG
here, or do you
Pharrell,
think
man.
that Drake will
Put some
find
respect
yet
on
another
Pharrell.
way to come at him again in the near future? I
Man.
can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you want to see what the best and worst songs of the year
L's
are,
and more
check out the
motherfucking
suggested
L's.
video.
That's all I keep hearing, yeah. That's all I keep hearing. Just L's and more L's, bro. Like, how many L's can a brother take? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Like and share the video. As I said, it really helps me out in the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and be safe out there, yeah?